All right. Put it like right here.
Can I grab something real quick, Skirt?
Yes, sir.
Gotta do some more. His quad's so messed up. He's got a screw about this long in his ankle, and
Oh.
he's never done anything to fix it. So I'm breaking up scar tissue and making him feel miserable.
All right.
I love it.
All right, so let's see, Caleb, you look about right. Okay, so from here, right off the bat, we're gonna work on our most important pose. It's gonna be the front relaxed pose. So we wanna find the best X for Caleb right off the bat. That's gonna be a symmetrical look that he holds more than any other. So Caleb has what we call high quads. His insertions are high. So with someone like that, we need to show off our hip development. And our goal here is to be able to get the crease in that hip, there you go. You can start seeing the sartorius, the hip engagement. This is gonna be crucial for him to have that waist to hip ratio and the waist to lat ratio. Now, second thing we look at, we want the chest to be as high as possible. Good, the lats are out, there's a big inhale. Our goal here is a silhouette, lat to waist, waist to hip. Before we get started on anything else, we want good symmetry. So if we have a dominant side, it's shown on this. Most athletes are gonna be holding this pose more than any other. Good. First thing we do is a quarter turn to the right. We're gonna step with our left, rotate with the right, and then drag the leg in, all right? Our goal here is to try and get his torso to stay at the judges while his leg is rotating away from the judges. I don't want that rotation. We want to create a diamond with the elbows, all right? Perfect. Eyes will be forward. We're not looking at the judges. This is our symmetry round. So we're looking again at everybody's proportion and symmetry. Open your lats. More. Open, open, wider. No. We're gonna open them up all the way. Now rotate without moving your scapula. There, good. See how much lat he has here? Now eyes are forward, good. Our goal here is to show the largest athlete. And if we pull this elbow back, this lat's gonna diminish. We don't want that. We want that lat to be as wide as possible. And this is the hardest thing for new athletes to learn, is to get wide and turn the torso, not the arm, okay? He pulled it back again. So we're gonna show Caleb a little trick here. We're gonna face forward, watch me. We're gonna have our front relax, lats out, arms out. We're gonna rotate my lower body, but not my upper body. So watch me. My torso is still to the judges.
Okay.
It's still to the judges. I never move it, okay? You are gonna move your lower body only and not your upper body. Good. Quarter turn to your right. Nope. Don't turn your torso. Keep the sternum at the judges. Good. Now we're gonna have him as wide as possible. Now turn your eyeballs. Good. So this athlete now is a wider athlete than if he rotated and tried to rotate back.
Okay.
All right? That's what we need to teach Caleb, is that sternum, it doesn't matter which way I go,
stationary.
it's going to be at my judges.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's get back to this quarter turn. Eyes are forward. Quarter turn to your right, step with the left, rotate with the right. Lats out, chest up, legs are engaged first. So on this pose, we don't want too much knee bend. Straighten a little bit, good. Dig your toes into the ground to flex your hamstring. Chest up, good. And if Caleb gets really lean, we actually get to the point where we squeeze our glutes. Now, if you're not super lean there, it's gonna make it look worse.
Yeah.
So the goal is to say, hey, where does it look best for my current body composition? On this one, the judges are below us. So we wanna actually lift our chest and lean back slightly for a thicker, wider back. Good. A commonality with athletes on this pose is that they don't flex their tricep, okay?
This
is a muscle too. Is it recording? I hope so.
Yes, it is.
Okay, perfect. Good. So on this one, make sure to flex your triceps. There you go. If you're in a bodybuilding class, it's a muscle too. All right, that's everything. I do tell athletes it might be best to have a big inhale to open up the back even more here and expand the diaphragm. All right, quarter turn to your right. We're gonna step with the left, rotate with the right, turn our torso to the judge. Good. Remember, scapula need to be open, okay? All the way. They're still not open. There you go. Good. Now lower your arms down a little bit. Remember, we're trying to show our torso, not our arms here. Good. Yep. Diamond, settle, lower. Good. Core tight. Hey, look at that guy. All right, excellent. On these side poses, judge side foot will be in front to show a little bit more quad sweep. We don't want any belly breathing here because we're gonna see the abdomen coming and going. Quarter turn to your right, we're gonna step, rotate, lats out, chest up. Legs are engaged. So on Caleb, the hard part's gonna be trying to keep these hips contracted the whole time. He has good knee extensors. We want these hip flexors to show. It's really the biggest difference we see between the amateurs and the open class. All right, first movement, front double bicep. Caleb's gonna demonstrate showing off a leg with his hip flexor, arms are crossed. We're gonna come out, we're gonna show our arms off, okay? Now on this one, we wanna make sure our arms are closer to the judges. So there you go, awesome. So then moving forward about an inch or two, that's gonna bring out the lats. On this, we wanna maintain leg engagement the whole time. That's the hard part, is trying, there it is, look at that. We want that sartorius shown to bring it all together. Go ahead and relax. You guys notice when he flexes, the thumb is in the hand. It's gonna make that bicep look a little bigger. All right, second pose in bodybuilding is front lat spread. All right, this is about that X once again. So he's gonna present his legs in a way that makes sure they're symmetrical.
Do I keep them same as stationary?
You can, yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
Front lat spread is probably the most common one to keep them the same.
Okay.
And then we're going to open up our back. And Caleb's best feature is his back. So we wanna keep this thing as wide and big as possible throughout all of his presentation. Go ahead. Very good shot. Again, as we progress, the hip flexor engagement will be key. And relax. Good. All right. Now here's the difference between the ANBF or the WNBF versus other federations. We want to see a side chest and side tricep pose on both sides of the individual. So we're going to start off by just getting a quarter turn to his right, and then we're going to ask for that side chest pose. All right. He's going to show his leg off first, showing us a calf and the leg. And then he's gonna rotate to the judges on his torso. Right here, same thing for Caleb. His best feature is his back. So we want him to open up, go ahead and open wider. There! We want as big of an athlete as possible, okay? Simultaneously, he's gonna push his knee away and turn his torso to the judges, okay? It should feel like that lower back is rotating, squeezing out. Awesome, and now here's the fun part. We're gonna contract the inner pec by squeezing together.
Oh yeah, I can feel everything.
Okay. We want everything contracted. Stay wide, and contract. Putting it together. You gotta breathe too. And from here, we tell the ANBF, WNBF, amongst other natural feds, to relax again, but we're not gonna face the front. We're gonna go back to our quarter turn relax pose from this position. Then we're gonna call side tricep on this side. He'll return to his leg position, slight bend, no space in his legs. He's gonna reach back, hit that tricep, okay? Awesome job. And in our fed, we'll be looking at both sides of that side tricep. Go and relax, return to your quarter turn relax pose. And then he's gonna get a quarter turn to his right. He's gonna step, rotate together, lats up, chest up. Make sure we're still covered there. Good old wind today. All right, we have two poses in the back. The first one's gonna be his back double bicep shot. First off, we want legs to present themselves in a way to make an X. So he's gonna shift his toe out and his knee out to show the sweep here. Instead of stepping really far back, he's gonna step out as well here. There we go, perfect. This is gonna frame the hips nice and even, legs are nice and even, toes are dug into the ground for the hamstrings. Then he's gonna give us a back double bicep shot. Good, awesome. Again, thumbs are in the hand, that's gonna peak that bicep. Again, the judges are below us, so he wants to keep his chest high, keep that definition there, and the width out wide. Perfect, good, nice shot. Go and relax. From here, we're gonna do the opposite leg, and we're gonna call for a back lat spread. Never had so much wind. And perfect, awesome. So again, he's trying to shift his toes out. Good. Lateral quad, calf, making that big X. On the back lat spread, we can cheat this once again by having that big inhale to try and open it up. Judges are below us, toes are dug into the ground. Our goal here is the biggest X possible. Go ahead and relax. Here we go. We're gonna go to quarter turn to your right once again. Beautiful, good. Lats are out, sir. This is the one that's hard on you. See how this is pulled back? There you go, good. Open this too. Good, now relax your arms. Excellent, good. We wanna see as much mass here as possible. From this pose, we're gonna go side chest. So he's gonna give us the leg presentation first. No space in the legs. They're swished together to force that hamstring out. And he's gonna go to a side chest, rotating to the judges. Good, awesome. Open the back. There, bigger athlete, awesome. Applying pressure so the pecs are shown as well. Good, this is the guy we're looking for. Relax, return to your quarter turn relax pose. Awesome. And this is what makes it so hard for athletes who are transitioning into our federation because they're not used to so many poses and holding them so long. The typical time on stage is around 8 minutes per class versus 2 to 3 in other feds. Now we're going to go to side tricep pose. We're going to reach back once again, hit the arm. Good. Notice Caleb's hand position is correct here. It's the closest possible way of getting to the judge. All right. Good core here. We're still showing all the judges. We're forcing our leg backward, keeping our chest high. If you look at his base heel, his hip, and his shoulder, it's all in a straight line. He's not more forward or back of that line. Good, and relax. Good. Leg position, I want that judge side foot in front. There we go, showing more quad sweep. Good, keeping the lats wide. And core turn to your right, face front. All right, next 2 poses. We're gonna do an overhead abdominal shot. So he's gonna show us his best leg with those hips engaged. Hands will be behind the head. Big exhale. Here's the commonality we see with this pose that's correct versus not correct, is that he might feel like his abs look their best when his pelvic tilt is forward because the abs are going to contract from the bottom up. However, our legs will smooth out if my hips are forward. And we want our legs to have our hips slightly back so our hip flexor is showing. All right, once that's done, then we exhale and we'll have the whole package on stage, upper body and lower body. We also want to try and broadcast these elbows out a little bit while his shoulders stay down. There you go. That way the lats are wide and the arms are wide, showing taper. Good and relax. All right, here's another one that's different in the Fed. We have 2 most muscular poses, all right? This is gonna show where our development is. The first one is hands on hip most muscular pose. So this is gonna show our width, our density, all right? Perfect, so he's applying pressure. He's trying to show off all of his muscularity. Good. I usually tell people, try and get your thumb on that iliac crest.
Okay.
Forcing out.
Forcing the lats forward?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. That's what I'm talking about. He has great lats. We want to see them. Abs are tight. Good X there. Legs are engaged. Beautiful. Good. That's our first most muscular. Then we say relax. He's going to return to his back. Relax. Yep. And then we're going to do our crab most muscular pose. So he has 2 choices here. Anything in which the arms are in front, work. If he wants to go old school, if he wants to go hands clasped or a variation of that, they all work, okay? The most common mistake in this pose is that people lose their legs, okay? Make sure those legs are engaged first, then hit the upper body in order to show off the most muscle. Good, and relax, excellent. All right, now, if you are an open competitor or a pro competitor in our federation, we have additional poses as tiebreaker poses. So if it's close and we can't decide, get ready for some harder poses.
Hope I don't get to those, but okay.
The first of which is going to be what's called the side serratus pose. So he's going to return to his...
that one, yeah.
Yeah, that one. We're going to return to our side leg position, and we're going to take one hand behind the head, and then we're going to rotate, showing our intercostals and obliques on one side, and then gauging our definition for each competitor on this pose, okay? So this is a really hard one for most athletes to get really lean. It's gonna show our definition. Of course, if we have one side, we gotta do the other. So Caleb, other side, side serratus. Good, core's tight, excellent. Big exhale, good. Now, if we wanna get real nitpicky here, Caleb right now has what we call a posterior pelvic tilt. It's better to have what we call an anterior pelvic tilt, so our TFL is shown on this as well. So our legs are together, my hips are up, and I'm showing my oblique, okay? Oblique and core, good. There you go. So now we're gonna have a better S curve. We're gonna have more thickness and definition on this guy. Awesome, and relax, face front. All right, our next one we have, if we have a tiebreaker, is called a side hamstring pose. This is extremely hard for newbies. It's usually not called in the novice ranks, but the professionals might see this. Every now and then our open class will, okay? So what we're gonna do is they're gonna tell us to turn to the back, and then they say, give us 1/8 of a turn to your left. Boom, okay? From this position, we're gonna extend our posterior leg, and we're gonna flex our upper body, okay? We're gonna contract our hamstring, balancing on our left leg, showing off the definition of his leg.
Oh, that's probably like gymnastics.
Yeah, kind of like gymnastics, exactly.
Got that front
So
scale.
I want you to bring that heel up like a bicep, and I want you to contract that leg. This is what this pose is about. We're trying to say who has the best hamstring and calves. Keep contracting. Bring your heel up and down like a bicep, like I'm flexing a bicep, like this. There you go. Good. And if you're doing this right, it might cramp. okay?
Oh yeah, it cramped.
Yeah, exactly. This is what the judges are looking at. Once that's done, after about 30 seconds, they're gonna say relax, turn to the back, give us an 1/8 of a turn to your right, extend your left hamstring. I'm gonna bring it back, same thing, balancing, contracting while flexing my upper body to show off the entire body, okay? If you notice, if his knee comes forward, that hamstring won't look good. But if that knee stays back and he contracts up, there's the hamstring.
Oh yeah.
The function is hip extension and knee flexion.
That one's crazy.
Yes, and that's
Okay.
a very hard pose. Now the last tiebreaker pose is the Christmas tree pose, which is we're turning to the back and we're trying to show off the definition of the lower back, okay? So we're gonna get to our calves on this one, flexing both calf, and then we're gonna squeeze our lower back, keeping our chest up and contracting our lower back on this one. Yep, excellent. What we're trying to see who's the most conditioned athlete in the lower back on this pose. These are all tiebreaker poses. They're not mandatory, but be prepared for them.
Just in case, yeah.
If it's really close. Yeah.
Okay.
We recommend that you practice this posing leading up to the show quite often. Most of our classes,
holds, right?
minute holds in our
Yeah.
classes, minute holds, sometimes 2-minute holds if we have professionals getting ready, because if you go to the World Championships or something, you might be on stage for 30 or 40 minutes amongst athletes.
That's kind of crazy.
It's absolutely nuts. So you have to be completely
die.
peeled, completely conditioned. 8 minutes is about what you can expect for our event in September. Yeah.
That's the one I'm competing in, guys.
That's right. The
I'm hoping
Washington
to win.
State Natural. That's right.
At least
it's gonna be a
the
good
novice.
show. If you guys are gonna want to see a good natural bodybuilding show in the Northwest, we are September 13th in Vancouver, Washington. The show website is freedomshows.com. You can see all the show information, order of events. We have ticket sales live Memorial Day weekend. And for now, you can register for the show on our registration form. So go on there, check it out. We have all the classes you're looking for. We have pro classes, open, masters, novice classes. We even have a transformation category for those who have, let's say, just had a journey to get up there, losing a lot of weight, going through rehabilitation. We've had it all. So if you're interested, reach out to me, reach out to Caleb. We'll get you hooked up in the right order in order to get on that stage.
All right. It was a pleasure.
Nice
I
job,
appreciate
man.
it.
Absolutely. Well done.
Good filming with you.
Yes.
We'll definitely have to get another video. All right. Peace out, guys.